The 4 strokes that we're going to learn today is going to be integral to us executing some of the rudiments that we're going to go over a little down the road. The first stroke is actually the easiest stroke of them all because we're going to let the stick do all the work. I like that. Okay, so it's called the full stroke or the rebound stroke. And we're going to start back here. We're going to wind this baby up. And we're going to let the stick, kind of like dribbling a basketball. If you've ever dribbled a basketball, you know the ball bounces right back up. We're going to let the stick bounce right back up to the starting position. So we're going to snap the stick down, and it'll sound like this. Okay? Just like that. So this is actually a great way to warm up, and I'll give you an exercise that we can use to warm up. It's called 8 on a hand, and what it does is it opens up all these muscles here. It helps with your reflex action, and it just helps you get a good sound on the drum and helps you to know what that sound is, so you can identify that all the time. So we're going to try our full stroke or rebound stroke here with 8 on a hand, and that's simply 8 on the right hand, 8 on the left hand. And, you know, keep your wrist nice and loose. This is primarily a wrist stroke, as you can see. I'm just using my wrist. And the next exercise that's in your workbook there, we're going to use both hands. We're going to let them work together a little bit, just rather than 8 on a hand. So the exercise goes like this. I'll give you the click here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this brings us to our next stroke, which is the half stroke or tap. This is not going to require the stick to go quite as high, although it is still a rebound stroke. We're getting the stick off the head. It only comes off the head about 3-4 inches. Okay, so we're going to start here. And we're going to really rely heavily on our fingers for this. So a good exercise would be, I call it 8 on a finger. Don't look at me like that. We're going to isolate our fingers by squeezing the fulcrum here, and we're going to start with our pinky, and we're just going to play 8 on the pinky. I'll show you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you dig? All right, now we're going to move to our ring finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then our middle finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I feel like I'm warding off vampires here or something. And then we're going to go back to our ring finger. So I'll play the whole thing as a loop so you can see what I'm doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can't count that fast. Okay, so it's really effective because when we use all the fingers, we're going to be blazing speed. And you can even, you know what, you can use the same exercise that I gave you for the full strokes with the taps. You can do okay. Now, how do we get from a full stroke to a tap, you ask? Good question. This is called the controlled stroke. And we're going to start back here, but we're going to end up in the position to play a tap. This is very effective for accents, and we need to spend a lot of time on this because we're going to use this a lot with accents, and especially around the drum set. So we're going to start back here and end up here. So boom, just like that. Just throw it down there. Okay? Now there's no need for tension. You're just going to squeeze the stick. So you just use your fingers to catch the stick where you want to catch it, okay? Just like that. Bam. Okay. And a good exercise would be eighth note triplets, and if your eyes are crossing, don't worry. It's going to be, every quarter note is going to be a controlled stroke, and we're going to alternate hands. So here it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, a good one because it gets our controlled strokes working with our taps. Yeah, so let's try it a little faster. Okay, and when we get to jazz, you're going to be playing that all day long, all night long. So, okay, did I say that? Yes, I did. Okay, editing magic. All right, next stroke we're going to talk about is going the other way, which is getting from a tap up back to a full stroke. So we only have enough rebound from a tap to get back up here, basically. So we need to kind of assist the hand to get up to a full stroke here. So this is called the upstroke. See that? Kind of slow motion for you. What happens is, yeah, upstroke or molar stroke. It's actually called the molar stroke. We're going to lead with the wrist and pull the stick up. And it's going to be, if you've ever played with a yo-yo, I don't know, yo-yo, it's going to be a wave action, and we're just going to, or a whip, and we're going to use the momentum of the stick to get additional bounces after we go through this. But I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here, but we're just going to try the molar stroke again, or upstroke. You start with the tap, the wrist comes up, drag the stick up, and you throw it down like that. So it's, yeah, it starts at the elbow, and you kind of kick your elbow out, and you're kind of, it's like you're drawing a big curve here, or signing your name on a big fat check. Just upstroke and down, upstroke and down, upstroke, upstroke. A good exercise with this one is actually the same exercise we just did, but you're going to do it in one hand, one bar for the right hand, one bar for the left hand. So it's going to sound like this. 1, 2,